voy a poner. La cascarita, a ver si se amañan. La cascarita le voy a poner. La cascarita, a ver si resbala. La cascarita, de noche la dejé cerquita en la habitación. Fuiste con el peluquero para probar su ocasión. Fui a tomar unos tragos y le puse un buen mirón. Pero me sentí con celos y se acabó la función. Ahí le voy a poner. La cascarita, a ver si se amaña. La cascarita le voy a poner. La cascarita, a ver.
The Chrispity Chris Show is for entertainment purposes only, and anything expressed during the show from our host or our co-host or guest does not reflect the opinion or views of our sponsors, our listeners, the internet, or Facebook. With approved credit, some restrictions apply. And with that being said, please see dealer for full details. TODD 1104 2021-2025.
¿Qué pasó, Jimmy?
¿Qué pasó, brother? Oye, puro músico pesado aquí, ¿no?
Pues hay más o menos.
Oye, más donde entré se sentó como que se iba a caer el piso o algo.
Sí.
Hey,
Oye,
got a good
está
show.
medio raro ese pedo, ¿no, Jimmy?
Yeah, you're right.
But you know what? I got to talk to you about something, Jim.
A ver.
It's something kind of important because, you know, last week and the week before that, we were having a show about who's the boss when it comes to the man and the woman in the house.
Right.
And I just found out que el judge aquí, que anda aquí, el vato está medio, ya sabes.
Oh, sí, ya. Andaba hable, pero nomás entró la queen y se cayó.
A huevo. You know, I'm going to say it because this is an uncensored show.
Right.
So, you know, our topic a couple of weeks ago is si el vato es mandilón o es panochudo.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Oye, deja tú eso. It's a Valentine's show, not Valentine's.
It's Valentine's.
Valentine's,
yeah.
With an M.
Valentine's show.
Yeah, you know, so, but you know what freaked me out was that cuando entró la wifi, de volada.
Se calmó el pedo de volada.
Sí.
Nomás se oyó el hey.
I heard fingers snap and all I heard was yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pa' que te eduques, cara.
I'm educated.
Hey.
He got me already. I'm educated. You know, I'm voting for that guy only because I want to be just like him.
Yeah.
Y no era judge, era Juanito.
Yeah. Even though I'm a conservative, you know, I'm still gonna vote for him. I'm kidding. Guys, welcome to the Chrispity Chris Show. I'm your host, Mr. Chrispity Chris. And with me, my cousin, my very good friend, my other PIC, Mr. Jimmy Cano, along with, here, ¿quién eres tú, vato?
Quién sabe, un rufiano ahí de la calle, ya sabes.
Sí, el vato anda escondido. No, he doesn't want to come on camera right now. Es porque el vato debe chingo de tickets.
Sí.
Por eso vino para hablar con el judge.
Nomás oyó que iba a estar el juez aquí.
Sí.
Le compré unos fajitas de tacos y ya sabes.
Sí, le dio feria acá a Frankie para que fuera a comer una botana de casa de mariscos.
Sí.
¿Cómo ves? Okay, you can talk now.
Child support.
Debe chingo de child support.
Go ahead and run his name de una vez.
Oh, no, hombre, no. No, 27, 28, it's negative.
Wow. So, Jim, what's going on, Jimmy?
No, nothing much, man. Same old. Want to give a quick shout out to my wife, Jessica. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's.
Yeah, Valentine's.
Es todo.
And everybody out there.
Pues el Crispy no tiene wife, so ni modo.
No te la wife, pero como quiera lo mandan.
No, señor. Es porque ando aprendiendo del judge por eso.
Oye, el juez andaba casando gente. ¿Por qué no fuiste a verlo?
Porque no era Valentine's, por eso. Por eso no era Valentine's, vato. Cálmate, saludos para Javier Pérez, watching, para Claudia Barrios, la ruca, la esposa de acá del Burper. Para Connie Ochoa, para Daniel Romero, Big Nash all the way in Houston's watching. César Torres. Para Goober's watching. También para... Vamos a ver. O sea, hay varios aquí. Eddie Rodríguez, el tocayo aquí.
Conguero de Leo Ramírez.
Órale, es todo. Es todo. Guys, we got an awesome show for you today. We got Mr. Rick Fuentes in the house. We also have Tejano legend Cecilio Garza de los Casinos in the house.
Yeah.
También tenemos a Israel García. Tamboreo del año. 8-time Grammy Award winner. 15-time Tony Award winner. Ya tiene como 20 Emmys el vato.
AVN también, ¿no?
He's got, I think, 4 AVN awards.
Sí.
Yeah. He's been busy.
Obviously.
El best friend de él en la boda era Ron Jeremy, vato.
Ah, sí.
Hey.
Bien camotes.
Eso, bien camotes. Yeah, por eso tiene 4 AVN awards. Sí, es camarada el vato, por eso me
Sí.
junto con él, porque tiene chingo de rucas.
No, pues cómo no. ¿Cómo no?
No, hombre, qué bárbaro, vato. Está disgracious el vato. Yep. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Y luego, Jim, ¿qué ha habido? ¿Por qué andas tan calladito ahora, vato? El primo me dice, hey, I want to go on the show porque va a estar el judge ahí, le vamos a cagar el palo, que sé qué el otro.
No, hombre, puro cricket.
Oye,
I know, man, you know.
¿quién le habló a quién?
Era puro...
No, just letting you get your show started, ¿verdad?
Es todo.
Ah,
Oye, pues tenemos al Cecilio Garza aquí también. ¿Cómo ves?
pues te digo, por eso te dije cuando llegamos, puro músico pesado.
Bien alegre, ¿no?
Bien alegre.
Are you
¿verdad?
saying that because you think Cecilio's fat or what?
No.
No, right?
Y...
He's looking at me like, sí.
Oh, sí.
Okay.
Oye, como decían en la escuela más antes, ¿un round afuera o qué?
Sí.
Un round.
Ahorita me decir que on after school o qué.
After school round, yeah.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Ya que viene marzo, ¿vas a ir a spring break? Oye, you know what? Let me ask a random person here. Judge, are you going to spring break this year?
No.
Why aren't you going to spring break this year?
My wife won't let me.
Oh, she won't let you.
Yeah.
But do you usually go to spring break?
I don't. It's just too crazy at the island. Anywhere, just you can't get me.
Yeah. Me?
Oh, I thought spring break was a holiday.
No,
Now it's a place?
It's a location also.
It's a location.
Sí,
Okay.
sí.
Yeah, it's
Oye,
a location.
Como decían en high school, vamos a spring break.
Sí, vamos a spring. And I want to vote for this guy. ¿Cómo ves?
But see, right here, down here in the valley, you think of spring break, you think of
The island, yeah.
the island.
You know, I said I was going to be gentle with the judge today, but I said, no. When, I guess cuando entró la señora del judge and I saw what she did and what he did with the
Opportunity.
yes, ma'am, and oh, yeah, yes, honey, sweetheart, absolutely, I love you. I was like, no, señor. I'm not going to cut him any slack today. But I am going to say, guys, I want you to vote for this guy because this guy's awesome. This guy knows what he's doing. Te puede casar, te puede quitar tickets, también te puede meter al bote.
Sí,
Puedes
eso
meter al
sí.
bote también.
Eso sí.
¿Y verdad? Y si te haces bien camarada de él, vato, y si eres músico, hasta en autobús te compra.
Puro PR
bueno.
bond that.
Sí. Well, you know what, guys? We got Mr. Rick Fuentes in the house. You know what? I want to hear you guys throw a jam. What do you guys say, man? You know what? I'm gonna put these guys on camera right now.
A ver, vamos a ver. I'm gonna sit down here if that's all right, Chris.
Hey, I want you to sit down, dude.
All right.
Be comfortable, guys.
There they are, right there. Are you guys ready to jam or not?
We're ready.
You ready? Guys, welcome to the Chrispity Chris Show. Mr. Rick Fuentes and Judge Juan Alvarez right here
Juan Alvarez on bass over here.
on bass guitar. Vámonos.
All right, we're gonna do a little polquita in memory of Paulino Bernal, que descanse en paz, and Paulino Jr. Those gentlemen were very talented and very influential and pioneers in our music, La Onda Tejana. Something that Paulino wrote, Idalia. Mejor prefiero morirme y no estar lejos de ti. ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida? ¿Pa' qué la quiero si estoy sin ti? Hoy que ya se he perdido, hoy que vivo sin ti, me consume un abismo. Yo ya no quiero vivir. ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida? ¿Pa' qué la quiero si estoy sin ti? ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida si ya no te tengo a ti? ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida si al cabo que ya te perdí? Mejor prefiero morirme y no estar lejos de ti. ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida? ¿Pa' qué la quiero si estoy sin ti? Hoy que ya te he perdido, hoy que vivo sin ti, me consume un abismo. Yo ya no quiero vivir. ¿Pa' qué me sirve la vida? ¿Pa' qué la quiero si estoy sin ti?
I told you guys. I told you.
Wow. No, están disgracious estos vatos. Están disgracious.
Wow.
God bless, man. Rick, how do you do it, man?
Thanks, man. Thank you.
No,
Well, I'm
for-
here. I'm honored to be here today. I'm here supporting my compadre Juan Alvarez. You all need to vote for him.
Absolutely.
Juan is a good man. He has the biggest heart. This man, he's always been there for me. He's been there for me when I've gone through some personal tough times, and he's always been there for me. This man has a huge heart, and he deserves to be the judge for the 332nd district. Juan
Absolutely.
Alvarez.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Judge, I want to ask you, man. So you're running for the 332nd, right? Oh, let him get. He's getting the mic.
Yes, sir. It's the 332nd District Court in Hidalgo County. It's the Judicial District Court. That's correct. Yes,
Okay. Tell us a little bit about us. Tell our viewers here a little bit about it.
The 332nd is a.
Yeah, just take it off there, Judge. There you go.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. The 332nd is a court that I'll tell you how I go far back on this 332nd. Back in 2002 is when I started practicing law as a baby lawyer, I just want to call it. I was just fresh out of law school, and I started at the DA's office as an assistant DA, prosecutor, and I was assigned to the 332nd back then. So that's where I got my I guess my humble beginnings as a lawyer was in the 332nd. I'm not sure if Jimmy, you weren't there at the
I wasn't
courthouse,
there
yeah,
yet. No,
yeah.
I wasn't there yet.
But that's where I started. I practiced there for 2.5 years, and time passed, and I went. I left the DA's office, started my own private practice, and some years later, I joined forces with my lovely wife, and she's also
an attorney, right?
correct. Yeah,
Awesome.
She's here, and I have to be on my best behavior here.
Yeah,
for this.
absolutely.
Huevo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I started practicing law, and then as I was doing my thing, somewhere along the road, about 15 years ago, I got appointed to to be a judge in Mercedes, a municipal court judge in Mercedes 15 years ago on the 20th of January, actually. And then somewhere along the way, about 8 years after that, I get appointed additionally in Westaco as a lawyer, as a judge. So I've been in Westaco now 6 years. So time has passed, and I had started telling people about 8 years ago, and I'm sure Jimmy can attest to that, because I think, what about 10 years ago, Jimmy, I told you I want to run for the 332nd where Judge Mario Ramirez sits.
About 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago, when I guess I started soft campaigning. And 4 years ago, I started campaigning for the 332nd, but Judge Mario Ramirez, who's the incumbent in that court, when the court was created back about 30-some years ago, he started in that court, has been there. And 4 years ago, he was not going to run, so I started campaigning, and then he changed his mind. And since he was my mentor, starting there back in 2002, he asked, he said, Juan, I'm going to run again. Are you planning to run? I said, I will never run against you, Mario. He's my friend, my mentor.
Right. So
I didn't run. Fast forward now 4 years, he tells me, this is the year, Juan, why don't you file for the 332nd? I'm leaving the bench. After about 40 years, so
wow.
I decided to run. So here I am, and in the middle of a heated campaign.
And
Wow.
Judge, early voting starts next week?
February 20th, Tuesday of next week. You can start getting in line. You can vote anywhere in the county of Hidalgo. It is a county position, so it's a county-wide race.
So for the viewers who are watching, they don't have to go to their specific precinct. They can go to anyone in the county.
They can go to, if they see a polling site in Hidalgo County, they can just stop by and cast their vote and vote for Judge Juan Ramon Alvarez. You won't see Judge Juan Ramon Alvarez. You'll just see Juan Ramon Alvarez. I'm number 3 on the ballot. There's 2 other people running against me. So remember number 3. But you just look for Alvarez, and you can vote for me for that position.
Now we also, there's some people on here that are on the live. They're saying that they don't live around the valley, but we ask that. They have family members here in the Valley or Hidalgo County that can vote for you, then that would be a big help also,
Absolutely. If you have any friends, family, as you can see, my friend Red Fuentes, he's not from the Rio Grande Valley, although he lived here in the Rio Grande Valley many years
right down
ago.
the street. I was a neighbor there, Chris.
Yeah, he lived right down the street from for a couple of
Back in the Fandango USA days.
Yeah.
95 and 96, right down the street.
So if you have any family out there that's living in Hidalgo County and friends that live here, please tell them to vote for Juan Ramon Alvarez. Just tell them to cast their vote come February 20th. The last day of early votes, March 1st, and the last day to vote is election day is March 5th. So I encourage everybody to go out there. Please go out and vote. Remember Juan Alvarez.
There you go.
So, Judge, just for the viewers to educate them a little bit, can you explain to them what the difference between a municipal court judge is and a district court judge?
A municipal court judge, well, what they do primarily, and a lot of traffic infractions. You're familiar with somebody gets a speeding ticket or running a stop sign. That's primarily what they're known for. But one key thing that they do a lot is, and me as a municipal court judge, is they present cases to me, and if somebody allegedly commits a crime or a DWI or they kill somebody, they present some facts to me, and I sign warrants to get somebody arrested. So that's the inception of the judicial process. There's a presumption of innocence, obviously, and that's the beginning process of it. So then from there on out, then it goes through the whole process of the bond. If you bond out, you're waiting for your court date, you get indicted. Now the position that I'm seeking is the trial court level, where if you get indicted, you can present it to a jury. That's you're entitled to a jury of your peers, and at this level, it's 12 jurors of your peers, and the jury decides whether you're guilty or not. The judge is presiding, is impartial, listening to both sides, and makes determinations on whether certain evidence should come in, certain evidence should not come in, and just maintains the decorum and the due process of both sides, the state and the defendant.
Now, Judge, I couldn't help but notice the experience that you have and everything that you have the experience. You're the actual one that the experience that you have of the ones running for this court. You're the only one that has the experience in arraigning people. You arraign a lot of people, right? On with Mercedes and Westlaco.
I have, and from the 2 other candidates they have experience. They are experienced lawyers. I am the only one that actually has judicial experience and the experience of actually looking at warrants, making determinations whether a warrant for an arrest to be signed, search warrants, and one key thing that I've been doing probably the last 10 years is the signing of blood search warrants, and I'm sure you're very familiar because you're in law enforcement,
right.
Jimmy. And when somebody gets stopped for allegedly drinking and driving or under the influence of alcohol or some sort of narcotic, and they refuse to blow into the breathalyzer or give a sample of the blood, the only way you can get it by force is if you contact a judge like myself, and you have to be an attorney judge to sign one of those blood search warrants. And I sign those darn things all the time because my phone never turns off, unfortunately for me. But I'm here to do a service for the public and I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm sure my wife sometimes gets upset because we're on a cruise in the middle of the ocean and I'm signing warrants
electronically
in a different country.
Yeah.
No, Judge, pero cuando cae el chequecito, she's not upset.
No.
Well,
He doesn't see it.
Well, yeah, exactly, because it goes to her.
She doesn't mind. She doesn't mind. It's just the only thing that I wake her up because my phone rings, so it doesn't just not wake me up. It wakes her up.
Right.
She knows, and sometimes she wakes me up because I'm so dead tired. You need to get up. She's one of my biggest supporters, and obviously she's at working behind the scenes. I know she doesn't want to be seen here, so. But a lot of the warrants I send, I'm the judge of Mercedes and Westlake, and they're the ones that I have a contract with. But I sign warrants for the state, which is DPS, and other agencies, and we have 26 agencies, I think, in Hidalgo County. So I've signed warrants for Edinburgh, the state, DPS, Edinburgh, Sullivan City, Donna.
And you don't get paid.
I do not get paid for those. No,
That's part of the public service, right?
that is part of my public service. Yeah, and I did the Rock and Roll James just show just the other day. One thing is when I started back in 2002. I started in public service back in 2002 as a prosecutor. I was a licensed lawyer. I was getting paid $36,000 a year. That was my pay.
Wow.
And then when I left in 2004, August of 2004. My pay was at $44,000 a year. Actually, the court reporter and teachers were making more money than I was, and not downplaying their education, not at all. I mean, that's how I got here because teachers taught me. But I'm a licensed lawyer and I have postgraduate schooling. I wasn't making much money, but I did it because I like doing what I do. You know, that's just the thing I do, and I continue to do it. And when elected, I'm not going to turn off my phone. State and the DPS officers, I told them I'm available.
You know, Judge, real quick, I know a lot of buddies of mine, colleagues from Westlake PD and Mercedes PD, and sometimes on our conversations, I ask for you, hey, how's Judge Alvarez? And like, man, we love that guy. That guy, that judge never tells us no, and he's always willing to help us, and he's one of the few judges that actually answers his phone. Yeah. So that's good, to have someone like that.
I've been at his house because he's my best friend. He's my only friend that I have other than Jesus Christ. But
right.
When I've been there at 2-3 in the morning, police officers show up and they walk in the house and you're in your pajamas, Juan, and you're signing. And Juan is a man of many talents. Not only does he have legal experience, and he also is a musician, obviously, good musician, and he gets that from his dad, Mr. Ramon Alvarez. But Juan was in the construction business. He's before he went to law school, he was in the construction business.
Right.
And Juan, I would say about 7 years ago, went to my house. I'm in Austin, Texas. Juan went over there and converted my garage. Him and Jimmy, Theo Jimmy, may he rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Juan, with his bare hands, he built my recording studio in the garage, converted my whole garage into a recording studio. You spent how many days were you there?
Wow.
Like 4 days, and I was helping him a little.
Wow.
But helping him a little bit.
Rick did help me out. He did.
Wow. I was giving him a hammer, handing him stuff. But Juan, single-handedly built my recording studio out of the goodness of his heart.
Wow.
And it's not just Juan. What Juan Alvarez is actually Juan and Melissa, because his wife Melissa is his partner.
Yeah.
And when you see Juan, it's actually him and his wife that are a team.
Correct.
And they are very powerful and very good people, huge hearts. They always give it to charity, and they're just beautiful people. this man is he's very honest and he's straight out, he's very straight. Nunca anda haciendo jugadas. Just an honest man. The only man I know that way, actually. But Juan went and he built my recording studio at the house in Austin. And then he was sore for like how many days he went back. He didn't even complain, but he couldn't move for about a week.
Right. I was sore for about a week. Yeah.
Judge, you should have asked him for a massage.
Yeah.
At least that, right?
Yeah, we're not going to that green room you were talking about.
But Juan and Melissa, they put all their cases aside. They spent 4 days at my house, and they postponed all the court dates that they had, and postponed everything to do that for me.
Wow, that's awesome.
And this man is him and his wife, because it's them two. They're partners, and they are amazing people.
When I met Rick, I think you were in a cruise, I think with Ruben Ramos, and after we were done with that cruise, Rick said, "Yeah, you want to record with Ruben Ramos?" I said, "What? Ruben Ramos? Yeah, heck yeah, why not?" So he invited me to his house. In his studio, you were living in Pflugerville. Yeah. He had converted one of the rooms into a studio. It was a really nice studio where they recorded a lot of Ruben Ramos songs and CDs, because Ruben does all the production, Rick is, again, also multi-talented. He does all kinds of crazy stuff on in music. So he moved from there because he bought a home in Kyle. So when he moved to Kyle, he lost his studio, and he was all bummed out because he didn't have a studio. I mean, he had his machinery, he just didn't have the setup. So we became close, and I said, I'll build it for you, Rick, and buy it through my wife. Actually, my wife and I. She painted it. She painted it. She designed it. Putting sheetrock and holding it, and doing everything we need to do. And after
andaba chirroqueando. Andaba chirroqueando.
So we built it. Long story short, we built it, and I'm sure you've seen his studio, because he does a lot of recordings on the studio, actual video recordings that you see that he posts, and what you see is actually me and my wife, and to the efforts of my wife and my Uncle Jimmy, who's God rest his soul, and Rick, we built that studio for him, and I'm so happy for him to be my friend. He's my brother.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this much, man. I've known Rick for almost 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to welcome you here to Powerhouse Studio. So hopefully one of these days we'll get together and record something here.
Absolutely.
Because Rick, I know he's done some stuff for us for 281. And wow, it's just
yeah.
He's just, I mean, this guy's amazing. He's awesome. If my other co-host was here, he'd probably say ponle casa. But hey, también, and I'd say, what? Well, maybe. Ahí le agrego una casa acá atrás del property que tengo.
Sí.
Yeah, we'll let Judge Alvarez start building the foundation.
Sí.
Huh? Yeah, let me start building the foundation for Rick back here.
So obviously the Judge plays the mean bass. Last show that he was here, we got a chance to play some polkas with him. Here's my question, Judge, and when, and I say that correctly, when you become the 332nd Judge, as you approach the bench, will there be polkas playing in the background? That's my question. Yeah.
I think so. I think what I'm going to do is have some, before I take the bench, I'll have like a badass,
a little jam session. Jam session before.
I need to correct all of you guys. When he wins,
right?
That's what I said.
He's gonna have 281 and the Brown Express play.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it, man.
There you go. Oh, and I'm forgetting, we're gonna also have Mr. Cecilio Garza play, which I'm gonna bring up right now. He's also gonna do a song for us right now. So what do you guys say? Let's bring Mr. Cecilio Garza up and do a song. I want Cecilio. Come on. He's a legend. This man right here is a Tejano legend, folks. And it's an honor and always a treat to have him here on the Chrispity Chris Show. Man, what can I say? I've actually had the honor to, in producing a couple of songs for him already. And ahorita se va a poner buena la cosa, Jim.
Oh, sí.
Where's the other one at?
It's Burper. Burper, there's a mic right there in the back.
Sound check.
Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind. Burper.
That's right there. That's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? For all you guys that, we always talk about the infamous Burper. Victor.
Hey, Vic. That's okay.
Yeah, so...
Organícense, muchachos. Organícense.
I know, right? He's going to get mad at me now.
I'm the oldest guy around here. I can say a few words. I can say a few words. No.
Oh, yeah. Just don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
Gracias a Crispy Critter over here and all you guys for inviting me to the Crispy show. Yeah, he graduated from Farm Road 495. Now he got to Highway 281.
See, there you go. You wanna sit next to
I
Rick
don't want to be
Cecilio?
blocking anybody here. Aquí está bien?
Yeah, sit right there next to Ricky. You know, this is the awesome part about the Chrispity Chris show is that you know what?
Judge, me acuerdo de los Renaissance rockers. They're all doctors. Judge. But they like to play music. That's some rockers.
Oh, yeah.
But they enjoy. Thank you. Qué buena gente es aquí. Rick, mucho gusto en conocerlo.
Igualmente, señor.
I've heard a lot about you. Y el Judge, ni que se diga. Con el mazo.
Con el mazo,
Nice
yeah.
to meet you, sir.
So you know, so we're like, this is like behind the scene kind of things, right? That
Right.
you know, as we're getting prepared and stuff, you know, we actually let the cameras roll, and you know, as opposed to just talk and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Compañero.
Yeah, but Cecilio, this is
anyway.
this is the burper right here.
What?
El famoso.
The infamous burper is right next to you.
And of course, Riley, un saludo a my friend Riley over here.
You know,
Como dice mi amigo Tony J, un saludo a toda la gente chula y contenta y guapa y alegre de corazón.
That's
de buen
right.
corazón.
yeah.
Well, I just met these guys right now. I don't know who they are. They don't know who I am. And
I
we're
know who
going to
you
try
are. I
and
know
do a
who you are.
song.
You know, for you
I'm
guys,
going to try and intentar de cantar una canción. I'm not very good at it, but I like to do it anyway.
so Cecilio Garza has written so many songs, and one of his most famous songs you're gonna do right now. Cecilio, el muchacho alegre, brother. Mira nomás, está bien alegre el
50
muchacho.
years ago,